Hi all, welcome back. This is Abhinav Johari from QA Guides. If you have any inquiry, you can WhatsApp me on 9414054312 or you can visit our website, that is qaguides.com, and put inquiries. See, today our topic is BeanShell in Jmeter. So let's start with BeanShell. So what is BeanShell? Okay, let's see. See, it is fully Java compatible scripting language and it has a very small size interpreter. Okay, so we can write the script with the help of BeanShell. So let's open its site, beanshell.org. See, it is already written lightweight scripting for Java. So if you go to downloads, see what is the size. It is only 280 kilobytes. Okay, for this we need to have JDK. See, we have already installed JDK as we are working on Jmeter. So actually BeanShell allow us to write the code. Okay, and that code we can use in the Jmeter. So now what is the code in Jmeter? So what it do? It allow us to write a programmable logic. Any logic we want, in comparing a number, we can write with the help of BeanShell, and it allow us to manipulate while execution. Okay, any manipulation things we want to do, we can do with the help of this BeanShell. Okay, so what is this manipulation means? Means say we are getting a data from a sampler. Okay, we need to supply it to another sampler. Okay, and we need to modify that sampler also. Okay, so this is all about manipulation of data while execution. So there are multiple things available in a BeanShell. So in BeanShell we have a BeanShell sampler, we have a BeanShell Pre-Processor, we have a BeanShell Post-Processor, and we also have a BeanShell Timer. And there are other things also available that we will discuss. Now see, to run this BeanShell, we need to open this jmeter.batch file. We need to run this jmeter.batch file, not this one which we were using previously, Apache Jmeter. Okay, not this executable jar. We need to run this file. Double click it. It will take few minutes. Just let that open. See, it is opening. First thing, go and add a listener. So and after that I am adding a thread group. Okay, let me add a sampler in it. So now we will be adding a BeanShell sampler. So after adding thing, you can see there are multiple common things, name and comment. Say that there is a reset bash interpreter before each one. Let's wait. I will let you know all these things in a minute. So let's start up with script parts. Let's start with comments. Okay, let's start. See, we all know the importance of comments. If we put anything in comment, then the future developer will come to know what we have done. There are two types of comments. This is single line comment and multiple line comments, // this is QA guides with multiple line comments. So this is how I can put a multiple line comments. Let's put it as comment. Okay, fine. See, in the previous sessions also I have explained everything with the help of samplers. In this session also I am going to explain everything with the help of samplers only. So this is the way how we can do comments. Okay, Control T means comment it. Okay, I am adding a new sampler. Okay, BeanShell. So that's how we can do printing data on console. Okay, let's see. printing data. See, there are two methods to print. First method is very easy. Okay, print brackets inverted. We are studying in QA with guides. Okay, and after every informative line we have to provide with semicolon. It is everything like Java. Okay, if you remember, we provide semicolon after the end of every line. Okay, let me save it. Let's make it as BeanShell. Next method, method 2. It is SYSO. Remember system dot out dot ln print ln. Okay, let's run it out. Save it. Let's run it. Okay, see, it ran, but you cannot see anything here. Okay, so go to your console. Here you can see we are studying in QA guides and there is a line. Okay, so every output is coming on console. Okay, this is how we can do print. Now let's see how we can add we can use variables. Okay, let me comment it out and let's add a new thread group, new sampler, sorry, that is BeanShell, and variables in BeanShell. Okay, let's see it out. See, again there are two methods, okay, to work with variables. So let's keep it as method 1. So let's discuss with the method 1. We have integer int. Okay, let's take the variable name as number. Okay, next take it as string, or let's take it as string. I can assign value like this also, is equal to 1, or what I can do, I can assign it like this, number. So these are the basically two ways how we can assign the value. Let's see strings. See, string is a class used to specify an variable. Okay, used to specify an variable. Let's take a string name. Okay, always remember to use semicolon after the line. Okay, else you will get the issue. So name equals to, let's take it as Jmeter. So this is the proper way to specify any data in string. See, string is always in quotes and the number is not in double quotes. Okay, let's now print it out. Then let's print some data. So let's print number. int Let's print this demarcation also. Let's print name also. Save it, and now let's run it. Okay, it is showing me error. Just a second, why it is showing me error? I think I did some mistake. Response code 500. Here is some error. string. Let's see. string name. Oh, see, I have only did the mistake. No semicolons. Okay, correct it. Save it. Go here, clean it, and run it. Why it is not running again? Excuse me. Okay, it ran fine. And if you go here, it printed me 1 and Jmeter. Number and string both have been printed. So these variables which we have studied is method 1, and they are known as typed variables. What they are known as typed variables. Let me comment it. Let's use the method second. Let's use it. So these were typed variables. These are untyped. Copy this state only. Here I am not specifying the type. Let it be. And let's see whether it takes the data itself only. I put is 100. And name. Save it and let's run it and check it. Let's run it. So it ran fine. And it's showing me 100 and Jmeter. See, I haven't declared that it is an int or string. So they are untyped variables. Getting the things? Okay, look fine. Let's disable it. Let's see some operations. Okay. New sampler. So operations. On integer. Okay, let's see what operations we can perform on integers. Okay, how we do that? Suppose we have two variables a is equal to 10 b is equal to 19. C is a variable. C is equal to a plus b. Correct? Okay. Let's print it out. C, because it is having the data. Print a b so let's run it. Okay, so let's see this thing same. Okay, it is working perfectly. Let's see subtraction also. See, things are same. Okay, what I can do, say sub1 is equal to 20, sub2 is equal to 9, okay, and sub3 is equal to sub1 minus sub2, okay. Fine. So this is the thing. Now what we can do, we can print it out. So print sub3. Save it. Save it. Now let's run it out. Clear it and run it. So it ran perfectly. Okay. If you go here, it is showing me 11. Okay. Same way we can do multiplication also. What I do? Print. I am not declaring now any more variables. Okay. What I am doing? Sub 3 is equal to A into B, okay, print sub 3, save it and run it. Let's take some other variable. Let's take it. Let's take mul multiply save it, okay, clear it and run it. Why it is showing me error? 28 line, I think. Do one thing, let me declare one more variable. mul1 is equal to 10, mul2 is equal to 20, okay, mul3 is equal to mul1 into mul. Let's see, it works fine. Save it, okay, let's run it. So it worked fine and printed us with the multiplication operation. Okay, let's Control T and let's go and study about string functions. Okay, now we start with strings. The mistake was that previously I was not able to put this semicolon, that's why it was showing me issue. Let me show you again the results. See, and at the end you can see the results is 200. Okay, so let's start with strings. Let's discuss the next topic, that is operation like greater than, less than. Okay, so I am creating a new thread sampler, that is BeanShell. Okay, let's name it as operations on strings. We are going to study operations on string. Let's have two strings. First is first name, it is my name Abhinav, and last name is Johari. So we have the data, so how can we print it? Let's have the full name is equal to first name plus last name. Now let's print full name and print it out. Let it align. Okay, let's run it. Clear it. Oh, see, don't do these mistakes what I did. Okay, save it. Now let's run it. Okay, it ran successfully, and if you see here, Abhinav Johri is coming. See, I need a space also. What I can do for the space, go here and put a space here. Okay, fine, save it. Or we can also do multiple other things that I will let you know. Run it. Okay, see, a space is coming. Fine. Or we can do concatenation. So delete it. So what I can do, plus, again plus, save it. Now go to here, clear it, run it, execute it successfully, and now you can see it is showing me with space. Okay, so this is one of the way how we can concatenate our data in string. Okay, hope it is fine for you. So let's see some conversion. Okay, how we can convert string to integer and integer to string. Okay, so let's see it. So what I'm doing, I'm adding a new sampler, BeanShell script sampler. Okay, I've added it, rename it as operations on data type conversion. Let's have an integer data. Now is equal to 10. Okay, let's convert it into string. String L11 is equal to num dot to string. So here is the function. Now see if I do some operation here, int new num is equal to, let's name it as int num, integer num, and let's name it as str num. So it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, int num plus I. So what I have done, I took the integer value, one. If I try to print it out, it will print for me 11. But if I do the same operation is here, say string new str num is equal to str num, then this is, let's print both of them. So here I get to print new num and here I can do print new str num. Let's run it out and see. Do one thing. So what I do, go here, I clear it out. Okay, let's execute it. Again it is showing me error. What's the error? Be with me. See, mistake what I did, I didn't replace this value. Okay, Now go here, clean it and run it. So it worked properly. Fine. So let's see. So what it has printed me, it has printed me 1 1 and triple 1. What it has printed me 1 1 and triple 1. Let's see why it does. Let me do one thing. Okay, I remove that line. So here what is doing, we have converted a particular integer to string. Okay, convert okay. So this was converting. See what we have done here, we printed the integer value. After that we converted this value into string value, and then we concatenated. Plus mean concatenation in a string, and we concatenated 1 with it, so it shows us 1 1 1. Okay, that was due to concatenation. Hope you know the basics of C++, Java, all these things. Okay, now let me convert this. Just a second. Now I'm commenting it. Let's convert from string to integer. String str num equal to 102. See, now let me run it, clean it. See, it is showing me error. And what error? That evaluation of conversion, convert string to integer to string. So the conversion I have not done, and the type of variable is string, and the value we are assigning is integer. Okay, so what we can do, we need to assign it like this. Now it will work. Okay, now let's do one thing. Go here and string and create a new variable, new str num. Okay, and here what we can do equals to str num plus 1. So what will happen? I told you it will do concatenation. So let's print new str num. Okay, clear it, run it. Let's see. So see what it did. It print 1021. So what it performed? It performed a concatenation operation. What it performed? It performed a concatenation operation. Okay, getting the things. Now let's do one thing. Let's go and do the conversion to integer. So int, let's take it as int num is equal to integer dot, we have the command parse int, parse int, and take this string here. Okay, and now copy the same operation. Okay, let's see whether it print 103 or not. Okay, go here, clear it, run it. Let's see what happened. It despite isn't it printed 103. Just a second, what mistake I have done? Just a second, be with me. Oh, I have to take this variable. Sorry. Save it. Okay, now go here, clear it, run it. Why? So this is how we can do. So there was a small mistake. So okay, semicolon. So this is how we can convert our string to integer. Previously we have seen how we can convert integer to string, and now we have seen how we can convert string to integer. Let's move ahead. So let's now start with our Jmeter variables. See, there are two type of variables. One is BeanShell variable and another is Jmeter variable. Okay. BeanShell. See, they are limited to sampler or post-processor. Or we can say that it is limited to any only one element. Okay. So element could be preprocessor, post-processor, listener, it could be anything. So BeanShell variables are for samplers, or for, we can say it's for elements. Next are Jmeter variables. They are available to BeanShell, or we can see available to complete test plan. Okay, they are available to complete test plan. We can access them anywhere. So let me create a new sampler. Disable this. Okay. Let's name it as Jmeter variables. So we have different methods in it also. Let's take it as method 1. So first method is read the data from the variables. We cannot write. Okay. So let's what we do, go to your test plan and add a new variable, Jmeter variable, say first name, and its value is Abhinav. Let's add one more, last name, and data is Johari. So we have two variables which have some data. Now we need to access this data. See, it is very principle, very simple. What I do, go here, print put value like this, quotations here. So I have told you multiple times how to access these variables. Dollar, curly braces, start and end, and give first name. And the same way I will print the last name also. Okay, clear it. Okay, run it. It worked fine, and you can say it printed my name Abhinav Johari here. Okay, let's put a demarcation line here. Save it, clean it, run it. Okay, it is working fine. So this is how I have accessed the Jmeter variable. This was the only way what we did. It was just we were reading the data. Okay, let's work on the second way. Okay, so it was Jmeter read only. add a new sampler. So Jmeter variable, read and write, and method 2. Okay, now do one thing, comment it out. Okay, go here, copy first name, ref name is equal to okay. Let's be string print okay. Save it. Now let's run it. Why it is failing? Oh, one mistake I did. It should be in double quotes. These are the silly mistakes. We need to remember them. Okay. Hopefully now it will run. Clear it. Okay, it ran successfully and it printed Abhinav here. Fine. Now see that we read and write. Okay, so I am here only. I am deleting this code. Fine. So let's see how we can read the data. Okay. So we have a variable name. So another way we can read the data is fname pairs dot get first name. See, this is one of the new way that we can get the variable data. Let's copy it, put it as name. Let's print it out. Name I am doing some concatenation here plus demarcation. Now let me run it. See, it ran successfully, and if you go here you can see it is printing Abhinav Chaudhary. So it is working fine. Okay, so I have shown you the concatenation if we get the data. Let's work on other things in it. What we do, let's take this control X. Let's create a new variable, full name. Okay. See, so what I do, I create a new variable, string full name is equal to this. Okay, now what if I want to return full name? Okay, I ran it and it ran successfully. Okay, now the question arises that if I want to return the full name, well, let me create a new variable. Let me run this. Where's dot put. Okay, it's two things we need to pass here. First is variable name and second thing is data. Okay, so its full name. See, this is the variable name. Okay, and this is the variable which is in BeanShell. So let's add the data. See, this is, let me add a variable with full name underscore Jmeter. You will get confused. So this is the variable for Jmeter and this is the data which we are passing out. Let me add a debug sampler. Okay. Now run it. See, here you can see the first name is Abhinav, full name Jmeter is Abhinav Jory and last name is Jory. Okay, so now we have a Jmeter variable with the name as full name. Okay, see, this is the new variable we created. Suppose there's a situation comes that we are already having the existing variable. Okay, so it will create a new variable. See, this is my new variable only. Okay, if I want I can put here this variable name also. Okay, so this is not a big issue. Fine. So these are some basics. Okay, we are done with type variable, untyped operations. Okay, comparison, read only variable, write only variables. Okay, let's disable them. Save it. So what we call that, these were the part of BeanShell Sampler. Okay, let's start with just a second, let me think what we should do next. So let's start with new topic, that is a function. Okay, so let's start with it. So let me create a function. Let's add a BeanShell Sampler. Okay, let's do for addition. Add like it make it functions. There are two type of function again, typed and untyped. Okay, so typed means we have to provide the variable type. String add string here one comma string as should be capital return tr1 space between it and plus str2. Okay, so this is the way we are returning the data. So what I do, let's call this function print add, say name is Abhinav, okay, and surname is Joy. Fine, got it. Let's run it out. Okay, clear it, print. Why it is showing error? Just a second, be with me. See, I missed with the semicolon. Don't miss the semicolon. I say people, but I miss myself. See, it run fine function and it printed Avena void. Why is printing void? Let me check. See the mistake. Case sensitiveness. It should be yes. Fine. It will run fine. And now you go and see it is printing Abhinav Johri here. So this was all about string function. Okay. Fine. Let's have another function. Okay. It's print add a comma print b. Okay. Return a plus b. Okay. Let's print it out. Print let's make it as add 1. Okay, because we are already having that function. Add 1, and we can send the value as 4, 5. Okay, let's try it out and print it. Let's try it out and see what the result is coming. So it is showing me 9. So it is working fabulous. Fine, it is showing great. Now let's discuss about untyped. Okay, let's copy this sample only. Paste it. It was typed. This is untyped. What I do, just remove the string. I will do one thing. I am removing int here. I am removing int here. Remove int here. Okay, and now let's run and see. So it worked fine and printed 9 for us. Okay, fine. Untyped worked fine. Okay, now do one thing. 4. Make it as within double quotes. So now it will be considered as a string. Now run it. Go here. You will see. Oh, what happened? Be with me. Just be with me. I don't know why it gone to a loop. The condition wasn't failed. What we did, it doesn't fail. What it will print it out as at the end, it will print it out as 45. 4 plus 5, that is 45 will be printed. So actually it went in loop, I don't know. Let me restart the Jmeter. So now let us start with if conditions. Conditions, I am just toggling them, means uncommenting them, commenting them. Okay. Let's start with conditions in BeanShell. We will be starting with if else and nested else. If else. Add new sampler. Conditional statement. So do one thing, we are already having some variables defined. See the first name and last name. So how we can access the data? I have already accessed the data, if you remember. Where it is? Yeah. Okay. Let me copy it out. Okay. So this is the data which I am having. What I can do comparison if first name or F name, sorry, dot equals say Abhinav. See it, if it is matching the data, then what it will do, it will print matched. Fine. Else it will not do anything and it will not print anything. Let's do it. Run it. So what it is saying to me, matched. Okay. See, we use double equal sign to compare also. Remember? Now I want to print something in else also. Else print not and I make some change in the data, save it and run it. So what it is showing to us, why I forgot this semicolon, save it. What is showing me, else not matched, bracket start. Okay, I have to end this bracket here. Else, go here. Fine, my mistake, not an issue. Again it is going to a. So this is how we can do if else statement. I have just closed my Jmeter. Okay, so you got the things that how we can use our if else here. I am running my Jmeter again. Okay, it was showing some error, might be some Java issues are there. So see, it has not matched. Okay, actually some Java issue is coming at my machine, that could be, that's why it is getting hanged. So we got our output as not matched. See, this is the way you can put your if else condition, if condition, else condition. See, I cannot teach you everything. You must have the knowledge of Java, C++ or C, okay, basics. So you can use if else, you can compare three numbers, all these programs you can create. So now one of the most interesting, I found always this thing as interesting, that is loops. Okay, let's comment it out. You can try all your programming here. Okay, if else, fine. So let's add the new thread group. Fine. So we have three different type of loops. Let's start with for loop. Then while. And another is do while. Let's start with for loop. Okay. So loops are used whenever you want to do some iteration. Okay. So for that we need loops. So let's start with for loop. Okay. So see, here I have defined a loop for I is equal to 0, initialization I is less than 10, that is condition, and I plus plus, that we need to do increment or decrement. Okay. So print I. Okay, save it, run it. Okay, see, it printed 0 to 9 because it is less than. Fine. Now what I do, I make it 1 and I is less than equals to, save it, run it. So what it will do, it will print from 1 to 10. Okay, so this is for loop, and you all know you can create these pyramids, you can do multiple things in it. Let's start with while loop. Let's take j is equal to 1, j equals to 1, while j is less than equals to 10. Print j and J plus plus. See, these are the basics I am telling you. Okay, let's try it out, run it. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, just a second, just a second. Yes, to be more practical, while loop. Okay, save it, run it. See, while loop run and it put 1 to 10. Fine. Let's start with do while loop. See, while loop you can sort, you can perform sorting programs, you can do multiple programs. See, I am just making you familiar with BeanShell. What are all these things? I am not here to make you perfect in BeanShell. Okay, and what are the how we can use it in our Jmeter. Okay, I hope you all know about difference between do while and while loop. Okay, as I will let you know, don't worry. So what we will do, we specify do here, do say int k, do print k plus plus while k is less than 10. Let's run it. Do while, why? Just a second. Oh, I haven't done that. See, do while I executed from 1 was printed and till less than 10. Let's save it. Less than equals to 10. Okay, it will print till 10. So what is while loop and do? See, while it is not necessary condition will be executed once. See, if things fail here, the execution will not be there. But for do, the things will be executed at least once. Say k plus plus means this will be executed at least once. Okay, got the things. So if say I want to log in first time, at least once you have to log in. So in that case you need to use do while. Say you have to check the condition whether user is correct or not in the first login itself. In that case you can use while. Say the operation must be performed at least once, then we use do while, else we will be using while. Getting the things? So here we are done with if, while and do while. We are done with the basics of loops. Okay. See, these things are applicable to all the BeanShell elements. Every BeanShell elements, every elements. Now let's disable this. So now let me add a new sampler. Okay, and what we do, let's add some data in it. See, these are the things which are available for the script. Okay, we have used this labels, bats. Okay, there are multiple things, vlogs, pros. So there are multiple things. So let's discuss few of these things. So let's use first sample result. Let's use sample result. Copy it. Okay. So what I do, see if I enable this one, Control T, and disable this one, and now let me run it. Okay. Fine. Over here, if you go, okay, then this response data there is nothing. See, nothing. So what we will be doing, we will be putting some data, and we will be putting some data to it. Okay, let's work on it. So now sample result dot set response message let's keep it response data. Fine. QA guys. Let's execute it and see what happens. See, data has been finished. You can see we have a data getting printed. Okay. See, in response body you can see it's clearly showing QA guides. Now what I do, I put some say format for it. If you want, you can put some format for it like UTF. Let me try the encoding as ANSI. See, encoding you should learn yourself. These are computer basics. Okay, and let's save it and let's run it. See, our ANSI is Windows 1252. Okay, getting the things, but it is not mandatory that we should use it. You can remove it. Right. So now the data, if you run, you will see that data encoding as null. See, you can see it now. So this is all about response data. Okay, there we can also specify response header also. See, if you go to response data, response header, nothing is there. Let's add something for it. So what I do, sample dot set header header. Let's execute it. Oh, what's the error? See, I have put a spelling mistake. It would be headers. Okay, clean it. So be careful. Okay, see, I got this habit. I put problems. It's fine. Okay, now here you can see the response header. This is a header. Okay, don't it look great? Fine. You can also set a stop. Say suppose in this thread group I have 3 users. Let me execute it. It will execute 3 times. Okay, so let's think we have other samples also. So what I do, I put it with, I am showing you, be with me, with loops. Okay, and enable it. Fine. Go here, clean it. Okay, see, the samples loop is also getting executed 3 times with it. Now I specify something. Sample result dot set stop thread 2. Okay, so I have put this set stop thread as value as true. Let's write out what comes. See, you cannot see that loops got executed. So what is the issue? See, the thing is that it is stopping the thread immediately. Okay, it is stopping the thread immediately. Fine. Any thread which is executing, it is being stopped immediately. That's why it was not able to execute that loops. This is sample result. Okay. See, on Google you can find more sample result and you can practice. Okay, it will be great. In next session, I am going to see, it's very long session now. In next session, I am going to discuss about CTX variable. Thank you.